Sonic 4 isn't bad, but it's not very good either. It's it's like the most mediocre game I have literally ever seen, and that's kind of a reason that I actually kind of enjoy it. Well, if you want a basic introduction to this game before it came out, or just an overview of this game, Sonic 4 is the 2010 smash hit, Emmy, Emmy award-winning Sonic game. It's episodic release. I'm just going to be covering episode 1. Might do episode 2 later, I don't know. This is just strictly episode 1. And it came out 2010, codenamed Project Needle Mouse. People were excited, then they saw it, and then they were... It was made by Dimps, and it was running off the same engine as Sonic Rush. And we'll get into why that's a negative for this game. First, let's go into this game's in-depth plot. Alright, so here's this engaging story. So, like, Eggman is evil. And Sonic, he doesn't like that. And Sonic wants to kill Eggman. He wants to end him. He wants to fucking just cut his guts out, bro. Wear them like a necklace. So Sonic runs after Eggman and dramatically chases him. That's our plot. Sonic is his free knockoff super peel out. And speaking of Sonic, I don't know if anyone else has really said this, but he's really expressive in this game. Not gonna lie, like his up animation, his looking down animation is kind of the same, but he's kind of like his mouth is not very expressive, but like most of his animations, he shows a lot of movement, fluidness within the actual like cutscenes of this game, which is baffling. So after he also Sonic keeps his spin dash and he gains the homing attack, so which is also kind of but I'm not super hating on the homing attack in 2D games. I don't know why people actually I do know why people, because it kind of goes away from the norm. It's kind of the way they use it in this game is not very intuitive. If they used it like they used it in the adventure games, it'd make more sense why they have it, but they don't use it like that. So let's describe how they use it when we get into the levels. Alright, so we start off with Splash Hill Zone. Splash Hill, it's kind of Green Hill. They went to 4 acts, back to 4 acts, so it's 3 full acts, 1 boss, which is not even Sonic 1 had that. Sonic 1 had at least 3 acts and a boss in that. Sonic 4 is 4. Oh, that's where the 4 comes from. Sonic 4. Sonic. Okay. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that's kind of funny. Yeah, so we got Splash Hill, Acts 1, 2, and 3. Acts 1 and 2 are kind of the same. They just use a lot of... One thing I will give this game is some of the gimmicks are actually really fun, like the zip lines. I don't know what you'd like to call them, but like transitional pieces, they are really fun and they keep up speed. Like example, zip lines in Splash Hill, and we'll cover a piece in Metropolis Zone, the teleporters. Not Metropolis, sorry. It's just they reuse so many assets, I just confuse it. Mad Gear Zone, the teleporters. Those things also, they carry speed unlike they did in Sonic 2. Yeah, Splash Hill, it's pretty good. They just reused the same boss though at the end of the act, which I found to be that's pretty shameless, not gonna lie. And yeah, it's fairly mediocre. One thing that is very eminent at the beginning is their overusage of Bottomless Pits with homing attack chains. Because I don't care how many speeches you put, how many invincibility monitors you place, how many zip lines, it's not going to be fun. I can't tell you how many times I died to those stupid Bottomless Pits just above chains of enemies. It's like they just like copy and pasted it. It's like a freaking kid's math assignment, but honestly, it's like an essay. They just copy paste, and they'll use it repeatedly, one after another, without any warning. Alright, there's no order. Yeah, I just went to go play Casino Street next, and Casino Street is Casinopolis, and this stage really proves, the worst thing about this game, which is it's probably its physics, but this is kind of like, I don't think this is a bad game. I think it's a bad Sonic game. It's not as if it would be called Sonic 4, but it is not a bad game. And Casino Street is probably the easiest way of saying why it's a bad Sonic game. it's the casino levels usually in every other Sonic game before Sonic 4. They usually, show off the physics, pinball physics, ball physics, and stuff like that. They were really good at that, and you can still do that in this level, except it's built like a classic Sonic level, not like a Sonic 4 level. You can easily just walk up the side of walls, and if you open a ball and you get into a loop, and you can build up momentum like how you can do in the classic games, you don't build up any momentum. But if you just stroll up that wall like you're freaking Spider Hog or something, you get up there super easily. That's kind of, that's just a leftover from the Sonic Rush engine, because it's not used to they aren't used to not having a boost in their levels, so it's kind of awkward when you walk up there without any boost gauge. That's a big hangover, and that's a big no on my part. That was kind of a turn off, but I decided to go through with it. And the big gimmick, is Act 1, Act 2 have like these cards that you homing attack on. They're like the most mindless gimmick ever. And Act 3 has these cannons you shoot out of, and they're super annoying because they're super finicky. They're frustrating. I don't know if it's just because I'm bad at video games, but they're just annoying. And then its boss, the boss is stupid. It's just a repeat of the Sonic 2 Casino Night boss, but it's just so barren. There's nothing in the arena except for like 2 spikes, I think, up top. And it's super easy. And it's not really fun. It's just kind of brainless. After Casino Street, I went to Lost Labyrinth, which, out of all the zones you could bring back, the zone that your brand account even makes fun of, you bring back Labyrinth Zone, or Lost Labyrinth. You bring back the Labyrinth Zone with bad, not bad gimmicks, pointless gimmicks. Sorry. It's like, I'm so glad Sonic Mania did not turn out like Sonic 4, because if they were bringing back zones like Labyrinth Zone and Metropolis Zone, that is just disrespectful to this entire franchise and what it's built up. So back to, I'm a little off topic on a rant, but Lost Labyrinth it's better than Labyrinth Zone, but it's not really hard to be better. I can only remember one water section, and that's in Act 3, which is just bad because it's an entirely underwater level. Act 2 has, I think there's a little bit of an Act 1 too, if I can remember off the top of my head, is they have the ball rolling gimmick. It's not bad, it's not annoying, it's just, there's no need for it to be there. It's just adding, it'd be like, yeah, you added flavor, but it wasn't good flavor. It's like, I don't know, pepper. I kind of like pepper. It'd just be like if you just took a big fart in a sandwich and gave it to somebody. You added a taste, but it wasn't a good taste. And then the boss is just the Labyrinth Zone boss. That's it. It's just you go, which isn't really even a boss in the first place. After that is Mad Gear Zone, which is just a worse version of Metropolis, which is kind of hard to say when Bottomless Zone is not very good. There's lots of cheap crusher deaths, lots of bottomless pits without warning. I died repeatedly in one pit just because it's no warning, and it's basically, I think it's an exact repeat of an ending set piece from Splash Hill, which is just kind of stupid. And there's Act 3 has the big spike wall, which it's cool, but it's not like really a threat, because if you stop moving, it just gets slower and tries to match your speed, and it just gets slower and slower as slowly you get, and it gets faster as you get. So it's not really as blood rushing as they thought it was. And then the boss is just a repeat of the Metropolis Zone boss, which I don't know. The boss isn't even really that fun in Sonic 1 or Sonic 2. It's just kind of stupid. But they made it more challenging because they blow up and they explode when you hit the egg, whatever you want to call them, egg duplicates, egg babies, egg fetuses, whatever, baby birds, whatever. And then after that, you've got your final egg zone, which is just repeat of Sonic 2. You fight the Death Egg robot and use the stupid insta-kill death that can catch you off guard if you don't pay attention, and they don't like warn you about it. You literally have like 10 seconds, and it kills you. That's stupid. They didn't have that. For being a game that wants to call itself Sonic 4, it's really acting a lot more like Sonic 1 and 2, not really Sonic 4. And it's just a lot of copying and making it worse. It's just take a big old dump all over Sonic 1. That's kind of disrespectful. I like Sonic 1. That's kind of a hot take, but I like the first Sonic game. It's not able to cup of tea. It's a little slow, but I think it's kind of fun up until like Labyrinth, but it's pretty good up until then. The Spring Yard is pretty nice. So is Marble Zone, Green Hill, and Starlight. Okay, so after that, we should probably cover the music. It's chiptune-y. It wants to be Sonic 1, 2, and 3, but the game don't look like Sonic 1, 2, and 3. It's got this ugly cel-shaded graphics. But if you hear the OST in its original form, which is composed by a member of Crush 40, it sounds really good when you listen to the original composition. It's really nice, but without that, it sounds kind of meh. Like Splashville, Splashville, I say, is like a 5 out of 10. Mad Gear Zone. Mad Gear Zone, I'd probably say it's probably like a 7 out of 10. Lost Labyrinth is kind of like a 6 out of 10. And Casino Street is so forgettable, I can't even remember what it sounds like. I give it like, I don't know if I can, since it's so forgettable, I give it like a 3 out of 10. Alright, now I go into some of the overall, major downgrades. Well, Sonic's ugly cell shading. That's just, if I was playing this on a Wii emulator on Dolphin, so I don't know if that's affected it, but it just looks kind of ugly. And they give all the 3D models have a completely different art style compared to the physical, like to the levels and to some of the Batniks, which is really jarring. You either go in one way, you go in another. It's like, this is such a waste of these animations, because they look so, if you were to take them, if you play the worldwide version where they aren't in this ugly cell shading, they look kind of nice, but without that, they just look kind of bad, not gonna lie. Yeah, that's just about how that game looks. There's a lot of the characters, they have such a huge shine on them, you can't even see half of them half the time, because they have such a big cell shading effect. You can't see like Sonic's pupils. A lot of these characters have like white teeth, white eyes. You can't really see most of those features with the cell shading. And another part I don't like is the Bottomless Pits and excessive use of homing attack chains, which, yeah, it's not really a class. It feels more like Sonic Rush without the boost than it does Sonic 4, the next leap in the Sonic franchise. It doesn't evolve. It simply just regresses to having 4, or they call them zones, but I'm just gonna call them 4 zones, and friggin' 3 acts each, which I thought we all thought was shitty, which is, not shitty, sorry, it's bad. We all thought it was bad, but apparently Sega, it was like, nah, man, they love Sonic 1, guys. Trust me, they buy it on Android. They love Sonic 1, which stupid. Just because you slap, because you're like, it's Sonic 4, then people are like, yeah, me want Sonic 4. Me like Sonic 4. We aren't cavemen. Some of us aren't. Yeah, so that's not like, and the physics is also a big flaw. It's using an engine, it's not like they tried. They say in interviews, we didn't try to make this feel exactly like the classics. If you try to make it feel like the classics, don't call it Sonic 4. Don't call it Sonic 4 if you aren't trying to make it Sonic 4. It wasn't even planned to be Sonic 4, and they changed it to Sonic 4. Call it something like, I don't know, Sonic in Badland. Or just call it Sonic Rush 3. Sonic Boost, I don't know. Just don't call it Sonic 4 if you weren't prepared to make Sonic 4. So I know I kind of went pretty in depth on, the downsides, but I do kind of like this game. So probably the good parts, I'd probably just say is, his animation is nice, the level design and some of the gimmicks are kind of fun, like ziplining. There's big pipe thingies that shoot you up in Mad Gear. Labo zones. No, Lost Labyrinth kind of sucked. Yeah, Lost Labyrinth kind of sucked. Water kind of sucked, but we don't talk about it. Casino Street was kind of fun besides those cannon parts, but besides that, it was actually kind of fun. Mad Gear was kind of fun. It's worse than Metropolis Zone, but it was still fun. Yeah, but it's still kind of like the same because it's when you don't think of it as Sonic 4, you just think of it as just like some Sonic game. It's fun to me. It's just fun to turn your brain off, just press right, just press right, just go through levels. It's just that's why it's fun. That's why I said if you were to take out Lost Labyrinth, you should have replaced it with something like let's give it something. Not Carnival Night. Let's Hydra City. Hydra City would be way better to replace it with. Or Aquatic Ruin. That's something I think we could say is that we could take anything, but I think Aquatic Ruin kind of makes its comeback in episode 2. Not on that right now. So yeah, that just kind of wraps up my critique of Sonic 4, and I had to say this again. Sonic 4, in my opinion, is not a bad game. It is a bad Sonic game. Alright? Just so y'all don't get too mad at me. Alright? Well, that's it.